Once again, the deep sand played its part in events in Lommel. The track is old and traditional, with many races having been run over decades. This causes the sand to have little or no bottom, with the result that deep ruts quickly appear. Only the very best crews can cope with these conditions, and the French in particular are not lovers of deep sand. Valentin Giraud was using Kenny Van Galen as passenger, not least of all because Johnny Badair has an injured leg. At the start of race 1, Willemsen and Bax flew into the lead and charged ahead. Shortly after, there was a huge tangle in the deep sand which allowed only 5 or 6 outfits through, with the rest becoming bogged down. This gave Willemsen the chance to break, but Kurt Varrick and Loris Dieders, growing in stature with every race, chased hard in second. Etienne Bax and Casper Stupelis and Gert van Verve and Jens Mans were racing well, with Etienne Bax keen to make the most of the conditions. He was really on home soil, living about 7 kilometres away. Stuart Brown and Joe Millard were holding a great fourth ahead of Julian Veldman and Glenn Janssens. Valentin Giraud and Kenny Van Galen were making the best of a bad job in 9th place, whilst the red plate of Marvin van Lukenen and Ben van den Bogart was just ahead of them in 7th. Varrick was flying in 2nd place, with Bax 9 seconds adrift in 3rd. In the closing stages, Bax put the pressure on and he passed Varrick and then set after Willemsen. And drama. Willemsen had an engine problem on the final lap and Etienne Bax assumed control. Does Willemsen's luck never change? Varrick and Brown completed the podium. Race 2 on this crazy track was equally dramatic. Willemsen made another cracking start and simply got on with doing the job he knows how to do better than anyone in these conditions. Varrick and Dieders were there too, as were Arne Dierkens and Luc Rostang. In 4th and looking fast was Etienne Bax, who, with Casper Stupelis, looked like the only crew in with a chance of matching Willemsen's speed. But the gap was already huge as Willemsen went away. Catching up after being left in the Turn 1 crash, Julian Veldman would eventually make it into the top 10. Kern Hermans and the Chermak brothers had mixed fortunes again, but both scored solid points this time out. All in all, the winner in Belgium was the sand, and it takes a special breed to master it. Etienne Bax and Casper Stupelis were overall winners today, but the old master Willemsen had the speed. Stay with us here on FAMSidecarcross.com for all the news.